Sponsored by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Golden State Warriors at their home, Oracle Arena. And for Golden State, there's been a lot of discussion about them in the offseason, and even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, watching the teams take the court for the first time. You know, Shaq,
we're going to bring you an interconference matchup in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, introducing the rest of the 2K broadcast team. Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and sideline reporter Doris Burke. So Golden State will get the first possession. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love at the 3 and the 4. And it's Verjao in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, totally different games. His father was a big man who played inside. Klay, a swingman, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
That is good. Waiters got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Cavaliers on D. Curry dishes to Iguodala. Lee passes to Curry. He feeds it to Thompson. 5 to shoot. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Thompson's got his second basket of the game. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's LeBron. Raiders on the wing. Back to LeBron. From deep. Thompson with the rebound. And the jam!
With that reverse jam, fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Yeah, that was one of those 3 or 4 plays that you see every night in an NBA game that just leaves you in awe.
Here's Waiters. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Verjao, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Thompson inside the line. No good. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
You know, Golden State historically has always been a dangerous offensive team, but it's really their defensive improvement that triggered their elevation into the upper echelon of the NBA.
It looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Curry kicks to Lee. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And the defensive improvement for Golden State has kind of been piece by piece. They've had the right strategy and motivation, certainly from the coaching staff. And obviously, Steve, a healthy Andrew Bogut has helped.
Yeah, I'm just impressed with what they've done the last couple of years in terms of their attitude, their personnel, the mindset to become more defensive-minded, and a much better rebounding club as well.
Lee with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Iguodala's running and stolen by LeBron. He lobs it up. It's tipped. Lee with the steal. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Iguodala.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. So you push it. That's the best opportunity for points on the break. This league, I think, is headed north. Good solid defense on the perimeter there, challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
Love against Curry. The drive by Love. Wants to get it to Verjao, and does. And it's the Warriors on the break. Up the floor. Stephen Curry again. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Warriors?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
Kyrie Irving 3 seasons ago was the only rookie in NBA history to shoot as well as he did from the three-pointers, the field, and the free throw line. There's no question about it. He is an elite shooter.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Varejao. Marion comes in for Kevin Love. Mike Miller's checked in for Waiters. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Rush. Shot's good. Brandon Rush. Rush has got his first basket.
And Irving, super skilled, one of the league's best shooters, and he'd make a strong case for being the league's most elusive ball handler as well. Seems to get by his man pretty much at will.
Now here's James. Kicks to Dellavedova for the 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Matthew
Dellavedova's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Warriors leading. And Irving super quick with the ball in his hands, and when he gets to the basket, a master using spin and English to convert.
And Kevin, you know, the story is that growing up, the hoop in his yard had a big part of the backboard broken off on the right side, so he had to learn that spin in English in order to bank it in.
I like that story.
Necessity is the mother of creation.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Offensive rebound. Here's Thompson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Barnes with it. They kick it out to Green. Here's Spates. And that's not going to go. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Warriors ahead. Leap. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lanes.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Cleveland, they've got LeBron James. Tristan Thompson is out there with Marion. Then it's Miller, and it's Dellavedova in at the point guard position. Livingston dishes to Rush. Pass to Barnes. Here's Spates. Thompson with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Different look here for the Warriors. Lee's checked in for Spates. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Brandon Rush. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Cleveland also making some changes. Anderson Varejau's checked in for LeBron. Dion Waiters comes in for Mike Miller. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Well, the Cavaliers largely underachieved last season. A big part of that was constantly dealing with distractions the entire season, it seemed.
Yeah, it certainly appeared that way. It was always something with players fighting in-house or items getting leaked to the media and causing things to get stirred up. It's very hard when those distractions are circulating for you to be effective.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. For Harrison Barnes, it's been a lifelong goal to play in the NBA. Back in high school in Iowa, to raise travel money for tournaments, Barnes, his mother, and his sister would go to Iowa State Cyclones games and collect recyclables. Barnes said, "You learn from those times. They build something in you. I know what it took for me to get here." Kevin sounds like some character.
And his hard work continues, Doris. Thank you. And with Cleveland, it was just a train of events that led to the bad environment between players getting into it with each other and saying they wanted out of Cleveland. Some players saying it was about their brand and nothing else. They did everything they could do to get things in order this summer and did a pretty good job at it.
On better footing now, for sure.
Here's Irving. And again, it's Cleveland.
I like the way they've picked it up here offensively in the second.
Well, they've really caught fire. Their shooting percentage is in the high 50s now, so they're rolling.
Curry passes to Lee. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And And for the Cavs, they needed to have a big change in culture. And they seemingly did that with bringing LeBron back into the fold and hiring Black. You can expect them to be solely focused on winning games this season.
For your Warriors.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Warriors call a timeout.
Timeout called the Warriors. Outside Curry. Lee kicks to Curry. Thompson from long range. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. It's Marion with the drive. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Iguodala.
Well, make no mistake, Andre Iguodala is one of the elite perimeter defenders the NBA has to offer, and maybe the best. It's probably between him and Tony Allen.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
That's his first personal foul. At the line,
Love is known for how explosive he can be on offense, but he still gets knocked on for his defensive prowess or lack thereof. He seems to be tiring of it, though, and has put in a lot of work. I think he's gotten better.
I remember last season when Tyson Chandler had remarks about Love's defense, and Love just brushed it off. It's something he's heard before and has followed him even in his rise to the highest ranks of the NBA.
And I think it's been a bit of an overhyped and overstated problem for him. I mean, he does so much more on the court than people think. I don't think he'll ever be an NBA All-Star defender, but he's more than capable of holding his own at that end of the floor. Well, he did enough there. He made it a two-possession game at least.
Cavaliers.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Well, it's really hard to find a more pure, accurate shooting stroke than Klay Thompson's. I mean, every season over 40% from distance, but he's working to diversify his offensive game. You know, he's posting up and using his ball handling skills to get inside some.
The Cavaliers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Irving kicks to Marion. Dishes it to Love. Fade away. There's the bucket. Good. Love's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Cavs. And Thompson worked hard on his explosiveness and finishing. He predicted, Steve, a poster dunk last season and delivered against Kyle Singler. Remember that? The Pistons.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, he's been trying to go inside more. And last year, he thought, you know, he'd have to work at it to get to the line more. Only averaged about 2 free throw attempts per game for his career. So that's the next step for him to be more aggressive attacking. In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Varejao dishes to Irving. Up and in from the low block. Now it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Bogut kicks to Curry. The feed to Lee. From 12 feet out. And it's off the back rim. No good. They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they need to play it smart. Make sure you get a good shot first, and then maybe a second possession.
Outside Irving. This one for 3. And Lee pulls it down. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Marion outside. He kicks to Waiters. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Here's Curry. No good. And that does it.
Guys, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, what has the problem been defensively?
We were a step late, I think. And, they made tough shots. We can't take away from that.
Back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first. Third quarter starting here now. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And I'll tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. Really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. It's Lee and Bogut inside. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Here's Thompson.
The Warriors, one of the top defensive teams in the league the last couple of seasons, and the improvement coincided with a change in defensive strategy. They're sending pick and rolls down towards the sideline. They've got bigs. Andrew Bogut can really protect the rim. So they're doing what coaches call shrinking the floor, and it's been very effective for them.
Cleveland leading by 7. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch them, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris. And downing a pick and roll. Basically, a guard gives the ball handler a lane towards the basket, but prevents them from using the screen.
I like your basketball knowledge and acumen.
See, I've been listening to you.
That's exactly right. The big man sits back around the free throw line with line penetration. It's a strategy that basically concedes the deep two, another indication of where analytics coming into play in terms of strategy.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and then Williams with the jam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play. Well, last year LeBron mentioned that he was jealous of Durant's shot totals. Just an offhanded remark by him, but it did open up some speculation by what he meant.
And if you're just joining us, we'll play it over a minute here in the third. Curry, wide open. Here's Lee. They shoot again. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. LeBron outside. From 10 feet out. Here's Varejao. And that one's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
And you know that remark by LeBron, people weren't sure if that was a backhanded jab at KD or if he's just pointing out how he is able to score without having to be a bullshit.
Well, one thing is for sure, I'm not exactly sure of what his comments, how you should interpret them, but LeBron was very aware of what Durant was doing last year, and he even admitted to having KD stats sent to his phone after every game, so he was keeping track of it.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Draymond Green comes in for David Lee. And it's Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. Mike Miller's checked in for Dion Waiters.
Mike Miller.
Warriors trail by 11. Outside Curry. And it's Barnes shutting it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
James up top, covered by Barnes. Good. 9 points for LeBron.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Curry against Irving. Curry passes to Spates. Now the pass to Barnes. Curry kicks to Barnes. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Curry. Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here.
The Cavs were an all-out mess last year. A lot of that was because of their depth. They just did not have the punch off the bench to keep leads or bring them back into games.
Here's James, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. James has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, this is what he does. He's shooting it well. He's scoring a lot of their points, getting them in front.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Reverse that one. Oh, now that was nice. Real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control. Ooh.
Oh, that one had it all, guys. Power and grace. Just beautiful.
Irving with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one.
And with the Cavs, their score differential for their reserves really tells the story. Just way too many points given away when that second unit came onto the floor. It's something they needed to address in the offseason, and they did.
Out that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Thompson. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. Miller outside. 44 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The drive by LeBron. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. James has got 13. And for the Cavs, depth certainly won't be an issue this time around. A lot of changes and growth for them, resulting in a much deeper and talented roster.
And, you know, Kevin, people still underestimate the importance of having a strong bench. The Cavs really struggled with that last year, but with LeBron starting and pushing former starters to the bench, they'll be in a much stronger position.
And the jam by Steph Curry.
Boy, how's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, he didn't waste any time getting down the court, did he?
Cleveland leading by 7. And here's James outside. And again, LeBron missing. Thompson outside. 3 seconds left, and he gets the bucket. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
I'll tell you what, the first half may have been a little slow, but both clubs really picking up the intensity here in the second.
I'll say that's for sure.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 5. And we'll be back with you right after this. And it's the Warriors' ball. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Waiters at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Marion is out there with Anderson Varejao. And it's Dellavedova in at the 1. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. 6 to shoot. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
Here's Waiters. Pass to James. Iguodala with the steal. And now Iguodala running the floor. All but... Oh, my God!
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
They get it back. Here's Varejao. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
Anderson Varejao hits them both.
Anderson Varejao, a quality defensive center. Great rebounder, moves his feet well, anticipates, plays with a ton of energy, and he's one of those irritants. He gets under a lot of guys' skin.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Throws it up high, and Waiters with the stop.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Lee sets a screen for Curry. LeBron against Lee. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Lee with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Lee's running, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Cleveland.
Lee has been putting up the numbers. He has 8 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Yeah, whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been causing some mayhem out there for sure. You look at how efficient David Lee is around the basket. Can go over either shoulder and use either hand to score. Broke his wrist in high school, and it's part of the reason why he's been able to develop that offhand so well.
Shoots from the elbow and misses it off the right side of the rim.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Lee sets a screen for Curry. Bogut back up on top. He dishes it to Livingston. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Passes it to Bogut. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. But with David Lee and his broken wrists, often having a setback like that at an early age, Clark can be a blessing in disguise, and he is definitely one of the most skilled scorers.
Yeah, he does a really good job as ambidextrous. And it really puts the defender in a pickle because oftentimes as a defender, you want to try to take away one side or the other. With David Lee, you pretty much just have to try to square him up.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Love comes in for Sean Marion. And Kyrie Irving sent in for Matthew Dellavedova. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. He talked about their problems at the free throw line, but tried not to make too big a deal out of it. He said, listen, if we keep getting to the line, the ball will start going through the net. The important thing is keep getting there. Maybe that'll take a little pressure off them, guys.
Livingston kicks to Curry. The dish now to Livingston. On the wing, it's Iguodala. James covering from 12 feet out. And the shot is long.
And the defense did just enough to throw him off that shot.
Waiters dishes to Bergeron. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. Thompson, he's checked in for Sean Livingston.
Klay Thompson.
Irving with it, picked up by Thompson. Irving, good. Now it's a 4-point Cleveland lead.
Kyrie Irving starting to fill it up in bunches now.
Lee, a screen on Irving. Curry passes to Lee. Off the pick. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're ahead by 2. 1:41 left here in the fourth quarter. On deep, James, that's good. James has got 14 points here in the second half.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
Bogut sets a screen for Curry. The drive by Bogut, and it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And another thing that's obviously helped them here, guys, is how hot they've been from the three-point line. They've been on fire.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. He has 15 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Warriors ball.
Here's Curry. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, I tell you what, he's got one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Cleveland's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And Bergeron kicks to LeBron. And they double up James. Feeds it to Irving. Back to LeBron. 6 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through. Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Well, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off. And this game is finally getting away from them.
Yep, it has gotten away. There's not really anything they can do now.
Thompson. A touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
Here's James. It's tipped. And he commits the intentional foul.
Stephen Curry. That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Kevin Love.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So both teams changing it up here. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're losing by 8. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
Well, talk all they want, but I just don't see a way for them to get back into the game here.
You know what? I don't know if there's a 10-point play out there, and that being the case, this one is finna over.
And here's Miller. From deep. No good. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. This was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And so now we'll go down to Doris Burke, who's standing by live with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
LeBron, they made a great run, but you were able to hold on. How did you do it?
Just try to keep attacking, try to get to the free throw line, stop the clock, put pressure on their defense, and just try to keep as much pressure on as possible. You know, this is the new season, and we came in and took care of the job on the road, and hopefully we continue to get better.
LeBron, congratulations. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr.